runner-up from last year's national championship, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hawkeyes will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Rutgers offense will go to work first. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. And when you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also...
Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
And the Scarlet Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. The RPO fires quick to the left. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, that play right there shows me that the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him quick, and as a result, they avoided the negative play and sack.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
I love the aggressive nature and the play calling there. The opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Iowa's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
And the Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. on the option. Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Hits it with a stiff arm. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field. And that's why you had a big play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Wants to fire on second down. Hauls it in. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a penalty.
Wants to throw on third down. Quickly to the tight end. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. New set of downs after the completion. They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Keep it on the ground. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Both teams scored on their first possessions, but now a chance to send a message that field goals aren't going to win this game. Touchdowns will.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll pull it on the read. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Catch in the middle. It's Westbrook. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, all offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many off.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First down for this offense. He leaves it with his back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Off the play fake. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
That is such a great play by that defender. And how many times on deep balls do we see PI? Do we see pass interference? In situations just like that, that defender did an outstanding job.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He'll keep it himself. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Iowa. The defense putting points on the board.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Thanks to grab. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Quarterback extends the play. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. And the Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Give to the running back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Caught behind the line. It's Burks. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Wants to go up top. Back open in the middle. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The sure hands, it's Westbrook. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes the grab on the left. On the move at the 30. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Scarlet Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Got his man on the right. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. The Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. There's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Let's it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's complete to the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Quick handoff. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They go to the draw. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying.
Breaks into the open. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll do it himself. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
That's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Third down play from the gun. Got it in the middle. It's Westbrook. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Westbrook. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Scarlet Knights are marching down the field. Makes the grab. It's Bradford. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Scarlet Knights, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's got his man.
That is how you play defense. You drop back, you let him catch the football, you go attack, you don't let him break tackles. Really nice execution by the defense.
Absolutely perfect. And that's going to tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Gets it past the marker. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll give it to him again. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. They'll give it to the back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The play action fake. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on third down. Quick release on the RPO. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Gonna swing it on second down. Makes the catch. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And they've regained the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. FIU is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Kennesaw State. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he's brought down after a nice game. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advancing.
Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on third down. Turning it on! Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Gives it on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
Man, that's a big kick. That's a big moment, a lot of pressure. He delivers, ties this football game up late in the fourth quarter.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They'll run the screen.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, but we've got less than a minute to go here. We've got to be more aggressive. We've got to take some shots, put some pressure on the defense.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation. It's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about.
Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And they grab the lead here in overtime.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Goes to the option. The give to the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
3rd down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. One more stop by this defense wins it. 4th and long in overtime. Right down the middle. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.